Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Mint One. I'm Tyson Honaker, and today we're going to be talking about the Oscars and giving some updated predictions on how I see these main races going. And if you're new to the channel, please come check it out. Subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just about entertainment love here. We talk about movie reviews, movie trailer reactions, movie news in general, castings, directors, getting attached to projects, all that sorts of stuff, rankings of movies. We're going to be doing all that here and more. So if you're interested, like I said, please come. Check us out, subscribe. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything. So, with that being said, let's get into the video here. We're going to be talking about how the SAGs and the PGA affected the Oscar race and how I see these main categories going to be affected come Oscar Sunday. We're going to be talking about all that and more here on Mint One. Alright, so like I said, we're going to be talking about some specific categories here, not all. I'm going to be talking about all 20-some of the categories for the Oscars come next week when I give my final predictions video before Oscar Sunday. So, right now we're going to be talking about Best Animated Feature, we're going to be talking about Cinematography, Editing, Screenplay Awards, the Acting Awards, Directing, and of course, Best Picture. So I'm just going to run over quick about the Best Animated Film Award. This year known as the Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio Award. No chance that this film is getting upset at all at the Oscars. It's definitely winning. It's won everywhere, and it should. It's a great film. Other nominees, Turning Red, Marcel the Shell's Shoes On, Puss in Boots, The Last Wish, a huge, great surprise, and The Sea Beast. Great animated films for sure, but no one's going to beat Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. So that's an easy lock. The easiest one of the night, for sure. So lock that down your ballot. Moving on to film editing. This is where it gets a little tricky. This is one of the ones that are kind of neck and neck for me. We got Top Gun Maverick and Everything Everywhere All at Once, who I think are going neck and neck here. Argument can be made for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Okay, the film is heavily reliant on the editing. You have to have that editing right to go between all these different multiverses, for sure. They did it brilliantly. I think the editing is a huge part of that movie. Top Gun Maverick, though, I do think this is possibly where the Academy could be splitting from the Everything Everywhere love and go with Top Gun Maverick. I think that film is winning something, and I think its best chance could be right here in film editing. So it's going to be close, but right now I'm sticking with Top Gun Maverick winning that film editing award come Oscar Sunday. Moving on to cinematography. Now this one's interesting. I thought it was Elvis, and now I think it's All Quiet on the Western Front. This film got so much love from the BAFTAs, got nominated everywhere, it won so much, and it got nominated pretty damn good here at the Oscars. And like I said, I think it's definitely going to take home a couple of awards, actually, come Oscar Sunday. And I think the cinematography one could be one. Right now, I do have it in the lead over Elvis. I'm not, confident in this one winning Best Cinematography right now. I'm not going to call it a lock or anything. I still think it could go to Elvis. But right now I think All Quiet's got a good lead. Like I said, I think it's going to win something besides Best International Feature. And I think cinematography here is an area where it could. In another category, we'll talk about it a little bit later, where I think All Quiet could possibly win. Moving on to Best Original Screenplay. Now this one is my favorite unknown of the night. It's going to be between Everything Everywhere All at Once and The Banshees of Inisherin. Martin McDonagh is known for his screenplays. He has been awarded multiple times for his screenplays. He's won Oscars for his screenplays. Do they give him another one, or do they want to spread the love? Now, this is where that conversation gets tricky. As you know, or may not know, but the Oscars, they like to spread the love. Whether that is a right or wrong thing, that's a whole different conversation. But with what they could do here with Martin McDonagh, like I said, he's already won. So could they say, okay, the writers of Everything Everywhere All at Once, the Daniels, I should say, they don't know, they haven't won an award yet. So would they give it to Everything Everywhere here, or are they like, well, Everything Everywhere is going to win at least maybe 4 or 5 awards, so let's give it to Banshees here, as this is the only possible area where I could see Banshees winning an award. So will they want to share the love to Banshees and award it here for Best Original Screenplay? There's arguments on both sides. Right now, I'm choosing the frontrunner of Best Picture, which is Everything Everywhere All at Once. I think this film is so reliant on its screenplay to succeed, and it definitely succeeded. So I think they will award it here for Best Original Screenplay. However, I could easily change my mind like that to Martin McDonagh's Banshees of Inisherin. But right now I'm sticking with Everything Everywhere. Tough category to predict. Let me know what you guys think about that category below, because it's very, very tough. Moving on to Best Adapted Screenplay. A not so tough category, but yet unknown. We have Women Talking and All Quiet on the Western Front, I believe, are the top two frontrunners here for this award. Now, Women Talking is a film that has been, it dwindled so much. I mean, when award season first started here, you had a lot of love for that film. You thought Sarah Polley might be getting a Best Director nomination. You thought Jessie Buckley, some other actors in that film might get nominated. Yeah, that didn't happen. It dwindled real fast. And this is the only award that it could possibly win at the Oscars. Do I think they're going to give Sarah Polley this award? Yes, I do right now have Sarah Polley winning this award, and I kind of want her to win. I feel very confident in wanting her to win, but will she win? That's the huge thing. Dark horse here. Glass Onion and Knives Out Mystery. I think it's a dark horse. It is a possibility. It is a low possibility, but I think if there was a huge upset at the Oscars, it would be in this category, giving it to Glass Onion and Knives Out Mystery for Rian Johnson's work. All Quiet on the Western Front, though, I think is nipping at the heels of Women Talking. Like I said, this film got so much love at the BAFTAs. It could win cinematography. It's definitely a lock for Best International Feature. I think it could win here, too. It could win 3 awards, and this could be one of them. But like I said, it's really close, so let me know what you guys think. I'm still not confident in having this film having this category be a lock for Sarah Polley's Women Talking, but right now I'm confident in saying she is the front runner. Now moving on to one of the other easiest categories, Best Supporting Actor, known as the Ke Huy Quan Award for this year's Oscars. I mean, come on, he's winning. Done. Moving on to Best Supporting Actress. This is where the SAGs came in, oh my gosh, and messed everything up. You had Angela Bassett between Carrie Condon, but Angela Bassett pretty far out. And then the SAGs happened, and Jamie Lee Curtis came in and dropped a huge bomb on the show here. Now, I still do believe that it's between Angela Bassett and Carrie Condon. However, this is the best case scenario, I think, if you're Carrie Condon. Angela Bassett, I think, before the SAGs, had a huge amount of support, had a huge amount of hype around her being, she was nominated for an Oscar a while back. This is her time. And then Carrie Condon won the BAFTAs, but yet people were still saying that's not really a big deal. Angela Bassett wasn't even nominated there. The BAFTAs aren't really favorable of comic book movies, especially when it comes to Marvel. They didn't like the first Black Panther. And then Jamie Lee came in and won SAG. I mean, this is what blew everything up. Like I said, I don't think that Jamie Lee has a chance here. I think this was actually, the SAG win, I think, was more of a career win for her. And wanting to recognize her as an actress. Which is fine. I love her. I am a huge supporter of her. I'm glad she won. But I don't think she deserved to win. I actually think her performance is probably number 5 out of all these nominees here in this award, personally. I think Stephanie Hsu gave an amazing performance in Everything Everywhere. And I think some voters could actually vote for Stephanie Hsu over Jamie Lee, which will negate her chances of winning. Like I said, I'm still predicting Angela Bassett, but Carrie Condon could easily still win this award. I don't think it's at all too out there for her to win. And a lot of you in the comments sections have been hitting me up about this specific category. And, I mean, I love it. I love talking to everybody about Oscars, especially this category, because it's so up in the air. So definitely keep me updated on what you guys think is going on in this category. I mean, it could be Condon, could be Bassett. I'm still saying Bassett. Let me know if I'm crazy or not. Moving on to Best Actor. Brendan Fraser, Austin Butler. Who's going to get it? Well, the SAGs spoke, and they said it's Brendan Fraser. Do I think it's over for Austin Butler? No, not at all. Not by any shot. Austin Butler still has a fantastic shot here at winning Best Actor. What is some of the setbacks for him? Well, I think some of the members in the Academy are looking at him and saying, he's got a long enough career ahead of him. I think he's too young right now to win one. We're going to give it to Brendan Fraser. Now, that's just some members of the Academy thinking he's too young. However, I think that's still a good handful of them to kind of stop Austin Butler from getting some votes. I do think that Brendan Fraser is going to take this award. I have thought it since award season started, and I think he deserves it for sure. And the SAG award definitely helped. When you look at speeches, Oscar, or not Oscar, but any award speech, acceptance speech, helps you win an Oscar. It helps Oscar voters look at you as a person overall, because that affects who gets chosen. And Austin Butler's speech at the BAFTAs and the Globes versus Fraser's speech at Critics and SAG, it hasn't been close. I mean, Fraser has been more heartwarming, has been brilliant, has been emotional, has been impactful in his speeches, and that makes a huge difference. So I think that also gives him a huge step up here, which is why I still have Brendan Fraser winning Best Actor. Best Actress, Cate Blanchett, Michelle Yeoh. Michelle Yeoh won SAG, and I was happy as hell to see her up there. And so was Cate Blanchett. I mean, it's kind of been well documented this whole award season. Cate Blanchett hasn't really been thrilled about winning all this. She doesn't need to win it. She already has Oscars already. And I think she would love to see somebody up there other than herself come Oscar Sunday. However, I still see Cate Blanchett taking home this award. Michelle Yeoh definitely still has a shot. 100%. It's as close as it's ever been in that category. However, I think Cate Blanchett gave the best performance of her career in Tar, and I think Academy voters will see that. So I still have Cate Blanchett winning here. Moving on to Best Director. Easy. It's the Daniels. I don't think Spielberg at all has a shot. The Daniels have been ahead now in this category for some time, and they're riding it all the way to Oscar Sunday. There's not much to be said there. It's done. He's definitely getting it, or they are definitely getting it. And then moving on to Best Picture, also a done category, going to Everything Everywhere All at Once. I mean, here's the thing with the Best Picture here, okay? There's always a chance for some surprise to happen at the Oscars, and it has happened in Best Picture before. However, Everything Everywhere has won so many. It's won the PGA, it's won SAG for Best Cast. I mean, those two are very important. Now, the only competition Everything Everywhere had, that's where the problem lies between, because usually for Best Picture, there's between two films. This year, it's been Everything Everywhere versus everything else. There has not really been a second runner-up to Everything Everywhere. And a lot of people actually thought it was Top Gun Maverick for the PGA. I was one of those who thought that Top Gun Maverick could have won the PGA, but no, they still went with Everything Everywhere. And I thought Top Gun could win because of all it's done for the movie industry. Like Steven Spielberg said, you basically saved the distribution, you saved the movie industry. I mean, a lot of voting members feel that connection. And PGA also had a preferential ballot. That was huge. It was one of the first times it did that, I believe. And Everything Everywhere still won. So that's why I'm so confident that Best Picture is the lock right now for Everything Everywhere. Is that less exciting? Yeah, it is. But, it's going to go to Everything Everywhere. I'm happy it's going to that film. I would have maybe preferred some other films. I really like Banshees and I like Top Gun, but it just doesn't have the momentum. Not at all that Everything Everywhere has. So that's what this Oscar race, to me, looks like. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I love having a great discussion with everybody. Film lovers unite here on Emit One. I love talking to each individual about the Oscars. It's fun to do. And I want to make an announcement. Like I said, next week I'm giving my final Oscar predictions video with a guest. Amanda Michaud is joining me. She was on my first two videos here on Emit One. She is going to be coming back, giving her expertise on the Oscars and how she sees the race. And on Sunday, Oscar Sunday, March 12th, we are going to be reacting to the Oscars, reacting to who wins, and you can see all of that on Sunday. I'm going to be uploading that video. It's going to be a really fun one to do, so stick around for that and all entertainment content here on Emit One. I really enjoy having everybody here. So yeah, that does it for today's video, guys. Oscars, they're coming soon. Let me know. It's so interesting to see how this race has played out, and I'm excited to see it all wrap up on March 12th. So with all that being said, guys, I'm Tyson Honecker. This is Emit One, and I'll catch you on the next one.